So as an avid golfer, I know you've heard of pre-shot routines, but what you need to understand is your pre-shot routine fits into an overall larger process that encompasses how you think on the golf course. One of the things I always talk to my players about is how you're gonna manage your mind to play on the golf course. And we've all heard of the phrase, one shot at a time, but we hear that every week on TV when we watch the best players, but we don't know exactly what that means. So how do I go about doing that? That's what I'm gonna explain to you today. Your overall process is gonna consist of 4 R's. First, you're gonna refocus or make a decision. Second, you're gonna get into your routine, which I call brushing your teeth. Third, you're gonna react. That's when you swing the club. And then fourth, you're gonna relax in between shots. So really the process to manage yourself on the golf course, the pre-shot routine is a component of that, but that's not the only thing you need. You need to know how to refocus, go through your routine, react and swing, and then relax. And so I want to demonstrate that for you today. So when I'm behind the ball, this is when I'm doing my refocusing. I might need to throw up grass today to figure out where the wind's blowing. Obviously, I probably already shot this to get a yardage. So maybe I need to take into account the altitude or how cold or warm it is today. But all my decision making happens behind the ball, and it is not part of my routine, okay? So I don't want you to think that what you do behind the ball has to be the same every time. So I figured out for the target that I'm gonna hit, and it's playing about 148 yards into the wind. So for me, that's gonna be a flighted 8-iron. And so once I've figured all that out, now I'm going to start my routine. So I would be back here. I call this taking a decisive first step. Once I start in, I'm done with all of my decision making. I don't want to take my decision making into the ball. I just want to take my answer to my math problem and then go execute it. Now I would get into my pre-shot routine with this decisive first step. And I'm pretty disciplined with teaching all the players. I want them to do that. So putting, short game, anything, every routine, you would already have your decision made, and now I'm gonna walk in and do the preparation for the shot. That's your routine. So as I walk in, if I were hitting this long game shot, basically I would line up the face. That would be the first thing I would do with an intermediate target, and then I would take my stance. Once I'm there, then I'm gonna always do 3 things. I'm gonna look at the target, I'm gonna simulate my takeaway, I'm gonna look at the target again, and then I'm gonna set the club down and swing. And that would be where the 3rd R starts, would be react. So what I'm doing is getting in, get the club, get my feet, look, mimic my takeaway, look again, and then I would react. And react is just swinging the golf club. So I'm trying to make a decision behind the ball. Then I'm gonna go through my pre-shot routine, which is my preparation for the shot. Then I'm gonna react and swing the club. And then at the end of that, then I'm just gonna relax as I go to the next shot. So those are your 4 R's, which make up your overall process. Refocus, routine, react, and relax. And you're gonna do that all day. Refocus again, next routine, react or swing the club, relax. And you're just doing this over and over and over, and ultimately that's gonna produce your results. So let's just go ahead and hit a shot and see if I can execute what I'm trying to do. I've already told you I'm hitting this flighted 8-iron. I think it's gonna go about 148 yards. I'm done with that, and now I'm gonna walk into the shot. I'm in my routine, set the club in, take my feet, look at where I wanna go, mimic my takeaway, one more look, set the club down, react. Whew, that was right on the button. So basically, again, what I want you to remember is refocus and make your decision, then go through your routine, the preparation for your shot. This should be consistent. At the end of that, let your routine hit the shot for you. That's how you know you're reacting, is the swing just kind of takes care of itself, and then I want you to relax in between shots. And if the majority of your day you're doing a great job relaxing, you're gonna have the energy you need over the ball mentally to do your refocusing and go through your routine and hit great shots. Have fun trying it out.